Are you at school? No, you're on fall break right now still. Good morning. We're going to pack some stuff. We have 16 items to pack up. I'll tell you how much I could probably tell you how much I bought everything for and how much I sold everything for. The first thing we're going to pack up are these weird Belgium flats. I sold three. I don't know if they're flats. Three pair. I sold three pair, $90 a piece. I paid $5 a piece for them. So here's what I'm shipping it in. Of course, the priority shoe box, but I think I can fit all of the shoes in here because they're all a size 6.5. So if you have a small foot, cool. But I'm just gonna say they're all small because 6.5 is pretty small. But I'll show you what they look like. They're really not. I might have showed them before, but they're not very attractive in my opinion. But these shoes right here, they sold for $90 a piece. Just some Belgium shoes like this. Really, just plain shoes. I've never seen them before, and they're selling. So we have a lizard skin pair, a lizard skin looking pair. I don't think it's not actual lizard skin. I think it's just embossed for the leather. And then we have a patent leather that's shiny, and then we have a blue pair. So blue pair. Chat open. What's up, Nicole? Early. I know. Early bird. I'm always up early. It just, I don't ever ship. I was contemplating on shipping later today because I like to ship late on Fridays, but I might just ship tomorrow morning too. So I like to ship Fridays and Saturdays, one or the other. So I went to lower mine to 25. Just, Casey, did you just lower it now? Because, yeah, the word's out on those Disney Spirit jerseys. If you guys are just coming in on YouTube and Facebook, you're going to hear what we're talking about a little bit. It's something I sold. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to individually wrap these up, put them in this box, and hopefully all of them fit. So I'm wrapping each pair up in just a bag. So I just buy trash bags off of Amazon. I think I got them either Amazon or I might have got them from Costco. I don't remember. Had them for forever. So it's a big box. So it must have been Costco. I just get these just to protect them a little bit if it gets rained on. Usually they don't, but I never have an issue. I don't have any other like packing materials that I use for this type of stuff. Ooh, I think they're gonna all fit in here. I think. So, yeah, just now. I know. Well, see, look, you're working. I bet it's gonna sell today. You know what? That's a $25 sale. I'm tired of sitting on that thing, and they're everywhere now. And the sell-through rate. Look at the sell-through rate now. Not very good. If this shoe does not fit in this box, we're going to ship it a different way. So I'm shipping it priority. So I don't think it's going to fit. So I have a backup plan. This really long box, and since it's shipping priority, it's not a flat rate priority, it's just priority. I can ship in whatever box I want. I'm just hoping to use the free box from the Postal Service, but that's okay because this box is free too because it was from Amazon. Well, yeah, the box was free, I guess. Whatever I purchased wasn't, or my wife purchased. So we're going to put these in here, and those fit. Those fit. Yeah, it was so good when we got them. I know, I remember those Spirit jerseys. We were so excited. But that's the thing, guys. When you shop in retail arbitrage, Casey knows this, but when you retail arbitrage, you're running the risk of that item being at a lot of other stores. And that item, I thought I was slick and bought the only one around. Well, I wasn't. So I wasn't. Sorry for the loud tape. That's my wife's least favorite sound in the world. But it's a sale for me, so I don't mind it. Haven't gotten to Shelby on live. Yeah, I know. She hasn't been on live. Well, we've been in Disney. So yeah, we've been Disney. I might do. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I might do a live haul or something. So that's going out. All right, get these things out. So they all fit in this box right here. So that works. It's priority. I just cover up the label that was my house label, and that's out. So instead of using this box, I used a different box. That's okay. They're both priority, so they're both going out. They could both go out the same. Next item actually is another pair of shoes. Pair of Alden. Actually, they're a pair of Brooks Brothers, but they're made by Alden. So these Brooks Brothers shoes, super tattered. What's up, Donna Diggs? Super tattered up on the bottom. I mean, look at that. Look how tattered those are on the bottom. $6 is what I paid for them. 6Y, you can see. It's 6 yellow. And I sold them. I took a best offer of $101. Don't know why I took 101, or they offered me 101, I think, and I just accepted it. So these sold for $101. and I paid $6 for them. I wish I could go find a whole bunch more of these and those Belgium shoes. I love shoes. Ethan, I know, sells tons of shoes. I would do shoes more. I can't find them for cheap enough. They're really, really wore out where I live, and they're expensive. They used to be super cheap, but now you just have to find the one-offs like these. You know, if they were Ferragamo, the thrift store knows it, and they're going to price them super high or put them on shopgoodwill.com or whatever, whichever store you go to. I'm going to the one Goodwill in Ross and Burlington. Good luck, Casey. I hope you find some good stuff. Like that, I found some Polo Ralph Lauren this week, some sick ones. So this is what I got. I got some silver tabs this week from Burlington or from Ross. Silver tab shirts. And then, of course, this sick boy right here. Woo! Look at that. So sick. That's so cool. You know me, Polo Ralph Lauren. I thought it was just a regular denim jacket until I turned it around. I think I talked about it the other day. I saw your YouTube video. Okay, so you know. You saw my YouTube video. You know. Yeah, so if you guys didn't watch my YouTube video, sorry for the loud noise. It was yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. I went thrifting. I'm like, you know what? I'll just bring everyone along with me. Every single store, everything we do. And sneak peek, I went to multiple thrift stores. The first three, I don't think I got one item. Got one item at the third store. And so I ended up going to retail arbitrage stores, and I made a full day's pay for sure out of it. All right, so making sure this is going to the right buyer. It's going to, I thought it said Bono. What if I sold it to Bono from YouTube? So good morning over there. Resale on YouTube. Good morning. A great Q&A last night with K-Way Shop. Yeah, Nicole, we plan to do that. We've talked for a while about wanting to do something, and I just feel like we should have done it a while ago. Just get on and answer questions, just basic questions, because you don't see that. You see some other people get online and answer really good questions that are really more deep in depth. Like if you have a huge business and people under you and a warehouse and all that, this is just starting out. People starting out. It's the stuff you need to hear. So we want to do that sort of thing. And then not critique, but look at people's stores and give some advice about pictures and just stuff that would help a first timer. So shoe pictures are absurd by me. Oh, shoe prices are absurd. What's up, Big Apple? Yeah, they're crazy here too. I wish we had a red, white, and blue. I have no problem paying $20 for a pair of shoes that sell for $100. The ones that Ethan find are in such great condition. I have no problem paying up for shoes, but I'm not paying $30 for shoes that sell for $40. That's for sure. I found Jimmy Shoe, right? Jimmy Shoe shoes, not Jimmy Chow. I don't know, whatever. Last year for $8. Is that the red bottom? Is that the red bottom? No, Jimmy Chow. No, that's not the red bottom, is it? I forget. I'm awful with women's clothing and shoes, guys. Found Golden Goose at Goodwill for $30 in great condition. That's a great example. Golden Goose shoes, I would buy 100% for $30. Even if they're not in great shape, they look like they're tattered, so that's fine. $30, I'd definitely do that and pay up and sell them for more. What's up, Arizona? My community sale. Dang, you're lucky. It's 50 here. Our garage sales are pretty much over. I was thinking about what you were saying in the video about trying to get to 300 profit. That is, yep, trying to get to 300 profit that day. That's kind of my goal every time I go out, is try to get to 300 profit per day. I don't think about how much I spend. I don't think about the fees and everything. I just know in the back of my mind, if I buy something for $5, I know it's going to sell for 25 or 25 to 30. I'll make $20 on it. I just think about the profit. I just can calculate it in my head. Is that my goal every day? Yeah, when I go thrifting, for sure, like minimum 300 is what I'm looking to profit. And that's why I have to go thrifting often, because it's hard for me. I spent half the day thrifting, like a 4 or 5 hour workday thrifting, and I got $300 worth of stuff. So there are a whole bunch of shoes we sold. So no, I'm wrong with the shoes. What are the name of the shoes that have the red bottom? Jimmy Choo. Okay. Are you planning to sell on Amazon? I'm not. So I don't plan to sell on Amazon. You have to go through a whole bunch of hurdles. I'm not going to sell on Amazon. I know there's great business there. To be honest, I have no idea about that business. I've watched YouTube videos about it and stuff. I just haven't investigated enough about it like Amazon FBA fulfillment and all that stuff. So this is a brand I would not normally pick up. I posted it on my TikTok and Facebook, but it's a Lauren Ralph Lauren. I wouldn't normally pick up, but it's a size humongous. It's a size 52L. So whenever you find Lauren Ralph Lauren or even Brooks Brothers, which I have a J. Crew actually, but Brooks Brothers, they have, and J. Crew, the sizes are US. So whenever you find a suit or a blazer that is made overseas or in Europe, usually the size is always a European size, so you minus 10 off that to find the US size. Found 6 pairs of Judy Blues new with tags at the thrift yesterday, also 9 used. One had $41 in the pocket. Oh my gosh. Only caps. That is a grand slam. That is a grand slam for me in my eyes. That's a grand slam. So good morning, GM. Edmonds for $30, like Allen Edmonds. Allen Edmonds are good shoes, but also depends on the style. There's many times I found Allen Edmonds and I'm like, ooh, these are going to bring really good money. And I'm like, what? I'll look them up on eBay and they're like 30, 40 bucks. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah. Louis Vuittons are the red bottom. Louboutin. That's right. So I'm going to put this in a Tyvek bag. These things are waterproof, so I don't wrap it up or anything. That sold for $54.96. So that was an auto posture sale because I don't price anything for 96 cents at the end. And I paid, what do I pay for these? $7.99 is what I paid for blazers. $9.99 for suits. So I paid $7.99 for this. Set prices at my Goodwill on blazers. So easy peasy lemon squeezy on that. Let's see. Making sure it's going to the right buyer. So $54 is what I sold that for. 6 into 54. You are up early. I know I'm up early. I am every day. I'm just not live. I'm up early every day. 6:15 usually. No. 6:30. 6:30. So red bottom is Christian Louboutin. Yeah, Christian Louboutin, right? Am I pronouncing it right? I think so. Good morning, Jamie. What's up? Long time no talk to. I don't know if I saw you last night. I couldn't see all the chat last night. There's a lot of people in there. Were all your reading other comments from YouTube maybe? Oh, I'm reading all my comments on TikTok. So I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok right now, so I can answer a whole bunch of people's comments if they have any or questions. Found some silver tab trucker Sherpa jackets at Ross. Jamie, I did too. So be careful. There's a whole bunch. There's the dark, like the gray black at Ross, and there's a blue at Ross. And I've left them there because I'm waiting for them to go on clearance. I think they're like $30, $32. And I really like them. I want to pick them up. But at $32, and I know that at a lot of Rosses, or every single one that I have, I'm not picking it up. So I'm careful with that one. Are Golden Gooses children's sports? No, Golden Gooses are a type of shoes. They're super ugly. Look them up on eBay. They're super ugly, but they sell for a ton of money. Golden Goose. Ugly Goose. Golden. I don't know. Whatever that pair of shoes. Macari is finally picking up. That's good. I don't sell on Macari. I hope eBay picks up more. Actually, if I listed more, it would pick up more. That's for sure. So, Christian Louboutin. There we go. In time to go to the gym. Pretty good resales. I think I am going to hit the gym today. I need to. Or I'll just do push-ups and pull-ups here. I have a pull-up bar right over here that I can use. Next item. This sold the same day I listed it. Maybe I listed it too cheap, but it had an IU symbol on it. So that's Indiana University symbol. It's a Peter Millar jacket, and it's very lightweight. Maybe I listed it too cheap. I listed it for $39.99 and it sold the same day. But guess what? I paid $5.99 for it. I cannot be mad at that. That's a pretty good return. That's a good return. Do you have knowledge on video games? So, Christina, I don't have actually any knowledge on video games. So I would love to sell them. I know they're quick sales and they do really well. The problem here is our thrift stores don't put out video games. Anytime they get video games or Legos or anything along those lines, they put them on shopgoodwill.com. They don't put any of them out in the store. So I can't ever find video games. Sometimes at garage sales, I'll see a couple video games, but they'll be like 2, and I just kind of pass them over. So I don't know too much. So thankful you did the Facebook too, so I can replay. Yes. So thanks, Heather. The Facebook and YouTube, you can go back and replay. And all my lives on YouTube, it's kind of tough to find. They're all in my live section on YouTube. If you ever want to go back and, like when I was first starting, I say this all the time, I would just binge watch creators. It doesn't have to be me. It can be anyone that you guys like and get good information from. Green sweatshirt. Nice. All right. That's my surf up finds. If I can get over there. Doop, that one. All right. Next item. So bought that for $5.99, sold it for $40. This is an auto posture sale, $27.37. James Purse. I love picking up this brand. Still sells well for me. James Purse. Sorry on James Purse. Let me get that a better view for you guys so you can see. Sorry everyone. You're getting way up and close and personal on TikTok. What's up? All right. James Purse. This is like a sweater dress or something. It's women's. And it sold for $27.37, and I paid $4.99 for it. Good morning from Ohio. What's up, Sophie in Ohio, my neighbor? I'll accept that. Okay. Thanks. Pretty good resales. I know, Joel. I know. You need to get over there. So this is going out in a flat rate envelope. Question, bro. When I go live with branded items, TikTok bans me. How to get around that? I have no idea. Are they brand new with tags? I've never heard of that. Going live with branded items, I have no idea how to get around that. I'm sorry. I do used clothing, so I don't know if it's like, I talk about it all the time. I have my Monster right here. Is that a branded item? I got energy. I have energy. I have no idea. I just get on. I'm new to social media pretty much in my eyes. February this year is when I started. Good morning, Melissa. So I've heard that if you show a barcode, you can get banned. Okay, I have heard of that. If you put a barcode, I don't know about your lives, but if you put a barcode on your videos, you could get that video banned. So you have to bleep out the barcode. How would you ship out the Sherpa jackets from Ross? I would have to probably ship those out in a bag like this. Jamie, so he's talking about like it's a jean jacket like this, but it has a Sherpa, like a fuzzy lining in the middle, so they're really thick. I'd either ship them out in a big poly mailer like this or in a box. So that's how I do it. This shoebox, I don't think it'd fit in this shoebox. It's too bulky. Just thinking about it, but it might. I don't know. Let's see. Those are bad for your health. These are bad for my health. There's zero sugar. But you know what else is bad for your health? Alcohol. And I don't drink. So at least I can counterbalance it with that. eBay, Facebook Marketplace. Oh, my bad. Where do you sell the most? I sell on eBay. So everything I sell is on eBay. Anything that's a hard good that I pick up that I don't want to ship off, I sell here locally on Marketplace. And I usually take a little less money because it's local. But I live in a metropolitan city, Indy, so there's a lot. We have 1 million people here, so I have a lot of people that would come and get it. So, for example, golf clubs. If I could buy a golf club for $5 and I need to sell it for $100, sells on eBay for $100. I'll just ask 75 and sell it locally. Just put it out and let someone pick it up. I get so confused with the envelopes. Also, I do have with the post office envelopes. Although I have a video on YouTube. You're on YouTube. I have a video on my YouTube, and it's under a playlist like Easy Beginners or something like that. It's about shipping, and it talks about poly mailers. Let's see. Got negative feedback on eBay for leaving Ross price tag on item. Any advice? I never leave the price tag. So I got this at Ross. I take the price tag off, the Ross price tag. I just leave the original tag on. I take the Ross price tag off. I don't intend to return it to Ross. Worst case scenario, I sell it online for what I paid for it. So I would take those off for sure. I would take those off. Let's see. What size ploy? What size ploy was that? Yep. I'm trying to read. What size poly was that? This poly was a big one. I don't know. I have an eBay store, so I get stuff for free, and I wanted to get some bigger poly mailers. This one, I mean, I can tell you, I can measure it out. It is a size. This one is a size, and Jamie, you're the one asking. This is like a 14.5 by like a 19. So like it's big. 15 by 20, I'd say, something like that. 14 by 19, something like that. I'm back. Insurance company called. Oh, Casey, you're back. I hope you got some stuff. My high-end vintage jackets. My high-end vintage jackets are not selling on eBay. Buy it now is a good price. Any suggestions? What are you talking about? Like your vintage jackets? Explain to me, like your vintage, like starter jackets and stuff like that. That market's come down. Me drinking 3 energy drinks a day. Joel, I'm with you, dude. I drink 2 or 3 of these a day. I don't care. I drink water too, whatever. Sugar-free, whatever. So I don't drink coffee either. So that's my caffeine. Getting some money. The car is totaled. Good. Yes. Good, Casey. Get the big bags, bro. Got the big bags. Yeah. So I got these free off eBay since I have a store. So instead of getting boxes like this, the last time I decided to get some big poly mailers, because this time of year I'm sending a lot of sweatshirts and stuff like that. That actually weigh like a pound. Like these sweatshirts right here, these weigh less than a pound. These right here, these Nike sweatshirts. So I'll send them in like a bigger poly mailer like that and send them out the door for ground advantage. So that's what's up with that. Let's get to the next sale though. We have some Levi's brand new with tags, $550. This is probably my second from least favorite Levi's to find. $550 and $505 are the most common probably Levi's out there. But when they're new with tags for $7.99, it's worth it. So this sold for $26.30 something. So these were auto posture sale, $26.39. Again, I don't buy 550s or 505s unless they're new with tags. I can get them for my $7.99 price. That's how I will sell these, and I ship these out in padded flat rate envelope, free from the post office. You have to order these online. Let's see. What do you sell the most of? Oh man, I sell so much. It just depends the time of year. So it just depends the time of year. I sell a lot of polos and shorts in the summer, and then a lot of jeans and thanks, Arizona. Jeans and other stuff this time of year, like anything that's outdoorsy, flannels, whatever. But clothing wise, categories, I sell mostly clothing, shoes and clothing. And those sold for $26.39, like I said, and they were auto pusher sale because I don't sell anything with 39 cents. It's sent out that offer. So Carhartt, Polo, Phil something said, or Billy, what did you ask? My high-end, oh yeah, your high-end vintage. Oh yeah. Okay, so Carhartt, Polo, and Filson or Folsom. You're not selling them? Carhartt and Polo? I guess I would just suggest, I don't know. It's just the beginning of fall. Like the cold snap, we haven't had a frost here in Indiana yet. And usually by now we have. I don't know. I would maybe just wait a little while, wait until December on those jackets before you drop the prices. If you look at comps, you're going to be looking at like September and August, and that's hot months. So those jackets won't be worth as much in the last 90 days as they worth as now because they sell for more now. I don't know why I can't talk. So the last 90-day comps don't equal what they sell for now is what I'm saying. So maybe just wait another month or two. How do you request the free packaging? I have a video on my YouTube about it, but basically you just start an account with USPS.com and you can order free shipping supplies right off that account. So it will cost you $0. You get a big box of whatever shipping supplies you want, and you can order as much as you want. So just be mindful. You're welcome, Doug. Can also jog 4 miles straight. Yeah, Joel is saying these are bad for you, but he can also jog 4 miles straight. So he's in shape, and it's not hurting him. I'm still getting t-shirt sales. Yeah. So actually I have a polo here that sold. So it's still warm. I mean, I was just in Florida. It's 80-something degrees, right? But this is a perfect piece to talk about transition time of year. Dewey bought this piece. It is a wind wall North Face right here. And this cost me $5.99. Any zip ups that are lightweight cost me $5.99. A wind wall North Face jacket. It's like an Apex. It's men's, and I sold it for $42.22. That wasn't auto posture. I did price it at that. $42.22. This is going out in a flat rate envelope. So flat rate envelope right here. Let's see. Think you roll it, but I mean eBay packing. Josh, what did you ask about eBay packing? How do you request free packing? eBay packing you have to pay for. So like the eBay, those poly mailers right here, you have to pay for these on eBay. So since I have a store, with my store, I get $50 every quarter to pay or to buy packing materials on eBay. So like a $50 coupon, and I can spend it however I want on whatever packing materials. So like one year I got these thank you, or one time I got all these, actually 1 year, I haven't used them for like a year, all these thank you things. So you can buy all that stuff if you have an eBay store. For $50, you get that 4 times a year, quarterly. Cheating myself. I sold a North Face vest for $25. That's fine. This one comp for more because it's a wind wall. So this one I am going to give a piece of tape on. There's your flat rate envelope. But yeah, that's okay. This one, they're not all equal. If I had a Denali vest, they sell for less. So it all depends. And actually, I've seen so much North Face at, TJ Maxx and Ross. So much North Face. So much. It's expensive still at those stores, but I've seen a lot. Only have 7 listed for the moment, or for the month. Is that what you're saying? I didn't see that. I'm sorry, Dylan. I need to do better with the comments. How do you print your postage labels? So I have a thermal printer, and they all print out on paper like this, and there's no ink involved, and they're self-adhesive. So thermal printer is, I say it all the time if you're new in here, it's the best monetary investment I've ever made in this business, and I've been selling stuff online since 2001. So as soon as I started selling more and more and more online, this was the best investment I made monetarily. So I have a link in my link tree to a really good one that a lot of people get that's more affordable, budget friendly. So everything I buy never sells. Ben, everything you buy never sells? Are you buying the right stuff? Because when I don't know if you're new or whatever, but when I first started, I had that same problem. And then I got better at what I was picking up. I'd be watching people's content and looking at sell-through rate and comps. Let's see. Do you ever offer USPS economy shipping or priority mail? Do you give buyers the choice? No. So I make it the cheapest I can for the buyer automatically and set it up for them. Every once in a while, I'll have a buyer say, I need something by this weekend. I'm going on a golf trip or something like that. And I can change the shipping to priority if it's ground advantage or something. But I don't have the option for them. I just price it the cheapest it can to go out shipping. How do you find last 90-day comps on eBay? Doug, I have a video on my, you're on Facebook. I have a video on my Facebook page, how you can look up comps and sell-through rate. I would really suggest you watch that video. I literally take you into my phone and show you how to look up sell-through rate. Those are really 2 important things, comps and sell-through rate. Look up both of those. Let's see. What's up, DC Flips? Are you in DC or are you DC fan? Like Batman. Batman is DC. Batman's my favorite. I like Marvel, but Batman's my favorite villain, or not villain, but character, superhero. Is that when you upgrade your store or subscribe with eBay? So I don't know. I have a $50 store on eBay. So my store is the $50 one. I think it's the second one from the bottom. So there's an entry level one. Then there's another one up from that. And that's the one where I get the $50 every quarter for shipping. I'm having trouble selling my North Face. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe look at the prices. North Face doesn't go for what it used to, but it still brings good money. I mean, that one brought good money. It just depends. You make your money when you pick up your item. So I picked that up for $5.99. I'm not going to ask a ton. If someone offered me $30, I'd still probably take it. That's a good return. I try not to add, or I don't want to say greedy, but you guys saw me the last time. I took offers live that I didn't want to take, but I'm like, you know what? That's money I can put back in my business really quick. How much do you pay for the North Face items? That one was $5.99. Sun is barely coming up here in Arizona. Going to find some awesome stuff. Arizona, get some good stuff and go live this weekend because I want to see your flea markets. What kind of thermal do you have? I have a Dymo 4XL. They don't make it anymore. I think I got it in like 2017 or 18. They don't make it anymore. The 4XL. Don't get a Dymo 5XL because they make you get their branded thermal labels and they're really expensive. And it doesn't work with the off-brand. Mine still works with the off-brand labels and they're cheap. So I would not recommend getting the Dymo 4XL. I recommend getting, if I were to get a new thermal printer, I'd get the one I have linked in my link tree. If you can't get to the thrift first thing in the morning, is it still worth it? Where I live, yes, they push stuff out all day long. So they push stuff, new carts out all day long. In fact, I go thrifting all day, right? So I only hit a couple thrift stores before 10 a.m. They open at 9, and then I thrift the rest of the day. They're always pushing stuff out. Some stores are different than others when they push stuff out, but they push stuff out all day long where I live. I always ship priorities with higher price items, so I get insurance. Yes, Josh, that's a good point. You get insurance for free with higher price items when you ship priority. Also, you get it to the person quicker, and everyone's on the Amazon mindset where you get 1 to 2 day shipping. So everyone wants to get their stuff quick, right? You order something on Amazon or online. I said this last night with Kayway. You got to put yourself in the buyer's shoes. You order something, I want it right away, me personally. So priority is usually, I prefer to shift up priority if they want to pay for it. Are Adidas and Puma golf polos a good pickup? Ricky, it all depends on the price. So they do sell for me. They sell for around $17 plus ship, $16 plus ship, depending on the print. Could be more, could be less. So if you're getting them for like $3, yeah, it's probably worth it. Maybe $4, probably worth it. Morning Peach, dude, you don't need to pay the $50 for that many items. Dude, you don't need to pay the $50 for that many items. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Andrew. I'm not sure. What am I paying $50 for? Did I say that? Did I say I was paying $50 for something? How many items do you have, and how many do you post every day? So I've been really slacking on posting because I just love teaching. I love talking, so I get on social media a lot and talk and whatever. But I try to do 70 to 100 a week. That's my goal, 70 to 100 a week listing. And right now I have 1,200 and something in my store. I don't think it matters too much at how many things you have in your store. It's how quickly you can sell and how much. I would love to have a store that only has 500 items and I sold 10 a day for 20 or more a piece. That would be a perfect store. And I listed 10 a day. That would be fine. Let's see. You get insurance for Ground Advantage too. Oh, I got you. Okay. Insurance for Ground Advantage. I have 2K items and I pay $20 a month. Are you talking about for your eBay store? $20 a month? Gotcha. Yeah, you guys can, whenever it makes sense for you to get a store and how much it is for your store, go for it. It's a write-off at the end of the year. And for me, with insertion fees and everything, it made sense for me to get the store I have. So that's why I have it. You guys do you. I'm doing me. The video on how to check your comps is the best. Learned so much. Tag you all the time for the people to watch it. Thanks to you, Audrey. Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, I try to take you right into my phone and spend some time on it, and I appreciate that comment. But it is, and I refer to people like, if you want to know sell-through rate and look up comps, you watch that video, you will get it. You will get it. If you want to know and me just telling you don't want to go through the work, you might not want to get it. That Rollo is a beast. The Rollo. So someone has a Rollo? Yeah. So Rollo, Dymo, there's a ton of thermal printers out there. Your store, got you. Dudes live stream on TikTok. Only Fem dudes live stream. Okay. I am trying to get 10 sales at least a day. Any tips? List more. The more you list, the more you'll sell. Kayway and I talked about that last night on our Facebook, YouTube. You can rewatch it. But the more you list, the more you sell. That's just how it is. You'll see it. If you spend a whole day listing, if you've been doing this a while, you know there's been days where you just listed a ton. And then like that weekend, you're going to get a ton of sales. It goes hand in hand. What's up, Angie? I always know you come in because you have the surfs. So that's what I say. You just got to list more. List good items at the right price, and they will sell, and you'll get more sales. I have 139 active listings and 281 sold in the last 9 days for a gross of $6K. Cost of goods only $500. Dang, $8K. Josh, that is awesome. How long have you been doing it for? I have a Jaden thermal. Yep. I just think a thermal printer in general, you got to get one. You can use whatever one you want. Get one that works well for you. Thermal printers are great. KO always says, make your business pay for it. I just say get one. If you're going to be doing this, get one. You can get one for $100. So did you set up an LLC? Does it make sense to do that? You'll have to talk to your your CPA to see if it makes sense or not for what your business is. This is another auto posture cell. I've had this for a year. 2661. It's just a J. Crew outlet V-neck sweater. So you know it's a J. Crew outlet because it has the 2 dots right there. So I did a video on YouTube yesterday where I talked about J. Crew. Actually, I posted on Facebook too, guys, over there on Facebook. But Banana Republic has 3 dots underneath their name. J. Crew has 2 dots. That's how you know if it's the outlet brand, which means it's cheaper to buy, which means it's cheaper to resell it. People will pay less. So just make sure you're getting your if you're buying Banana Republic or J. Crew or Brooks Brothers, which is 326 or something like that, it'll say 326 on it. I'll have a number like that, 326 or something. Those are outlet, so they cost less from the get-go. So you're going to expect to get less when you sell them. What time is it, Bearded? You've been up for 4 hours. Are you home yet from Florida? Jeez, I need something to thrift with. What the freaking heck? By the way, Bearded, if you were here earlier, I shipped 3 pairs of Belgium shoes, just letting you know. Let's see. I know you don't do free shipping, but if you sell an item free shipping, do I write out a label or still print it out through eBay? So if you do free shipping, you can do your label through eBay, or you can do it through like Pirate Ship. Either or. The thing is, if you do it through Pirate Ship, I'm pretty sure you have to go back to eBay and put in the tracking number. If you do it through eBay, it's so nice because it automatically sends the tracking number. The tracking sends it to the buyer. They don't have to ask for the tracking number. Like in the old days when I used to do it at the post office, I have to enter every single tracking number. It was a pain. So that's up to you. You can use Pirate Ship too. This right here is STS. Never heard of this brand before. It's women's. All I did, they were new with tags, so I just looked up comp. This is one of those Stitch Fix brands that they send out to you, Scotch and Soda, but it's a really big brand. It's a women's jean, really big size, I mean, and the comps were okay. It's $7.99, so I picked it up. I sold it for $24.99. 346. What did I say? 329. Yeah, 346 is Brooks Brothers outlet. So Brooks Brothers outlet, if you ever find a blazer or anything Brooks Brothers that says 346, that's an outlet Brooks Brothers, which means it is cheaper quality usually and cheaper for the person to buy new. And it's cheaper when you sell it, you'll get less money for it. That's what I was talking about with J. Crew and Banana Republic as well. Going out in a flat rate or a padded flat rate envelope. Jade and Bluetooth, good one. So thank you as always for sharing the amazing info. Learned so much from watching you. Appreciate it, Happy Mama. Happy Mama Life. This morning I can't talk. I guess my Monster hasn't kicked in yet, so I need to drink more Monster. But yes, hopefully you're learning a little bit. Like this brand right there, I've never seen, never sold before, but found it in a thrift store like a new reseller would do, or what I always do. If I find something new, I get on my phone, look it up, see how much to go for, sold, the 90-day comps, and then I see like the sell-through rate. And it was worth to pick it up for me, and it sold. It sold within 30 days. So I listed that within the last 30 days. Let me lower my price on that blazer. Let me go lower my price on that blazer. What blazer was it? Oh, the 346? Yeah. Look at the comps again. You have to type in that 346. Here's a really good blazer, though. Keep your eye out for these. J. Crew blazers are good, even if you get them cheap enough, and they do have the 2 dots underneath. They're really good. But this is a Ludlow blazer, and this is a tweed, a herringbone tweed. So obviously the size is right there. It's a 44 regular, and then J. Crew, you don't minus 10 from that. It is 44. This is a Moon. So this is the Moon. It's like a Harris tweed, but it's another company called Moon. They create the fabric, and then J. Crew uses that fabric to make their jackets. It's more higher end. It's a better fabric, so it sells for more money. So this blazer cost me $7.99 and I sold it for $120. So that's good. This time of year, you get those heavy hitters. Heavy hitters this time of year. This is going out in a padded flat rate envelope too, which I'm going to have to go snag more of. So I have a whole bunch. Good morning, Tej. Thanks for the super chat last night. That was cool. I've never even knew about that. So this is my shipping room. I'll show you real quick. So if you order padded flat rate envelopes, you get them in a box like this if you order a lot, and they'll just come, and I just usually grab a whole handful like that and put them in my shipping box right here. So I have a shipping box right here that I grab all materials from. So that's what they come in from the post office, and you get it for free. And then you can use that box for something else when you ship. So this is going out in a padded envelope. And it's going to cost the buyer like $10 something. And since I'm shipping it through my eBay, it costs me like $9 or something like that. So I save a little money using that. What's up? Good morning, Christine. I'm wondering what you sell Ralph Lauren corduroy pants for. I am so sorry. I saw that comment a while ago. I did not read it. Ralph Lauren corduroy pants. I actually have a pair. So we'll look it up and see what I sold them for. I have a pair that I sold recently. So this is going out really tightly in this padded flat rate. Have you ever bumped heads with a fellow thrifter when thrifting? Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. So since I've been doing this recently, I've been bumping into a lot of people that are like, hey, I follow you, whatever. And so they obviously are resellers and super nice, but there are definitely tons of resellers. Every time I go into a thrift store I see a reseller, a familiar face. There are people that do it full time around me. I see familiar faces, and sometimes I get stuff, they pass over stuff that I pick up, and I pass over stuff they pick up. So it's actually good. I've made friends with a couple resellers. One of them sells children's clothing. So when I get, what's up, Felix? When I get children's clothing, I give it to her, and she doesn't like to do like men's clothing. Actually, she got a really sick blanket last night. I'll show you guys on live soon. She gives me her stuff. Same with a dude who does. I'll give him items, and he gives me items. So that is that. Was I going to show you guys? Yeah, let's look up corduroy. So we're going to look up polo. Actually, pants. We'll just look up pants. So sold pants. So here's a Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy pants. They went international shipping, and they sold for $23.99. These were the thinner corduroy. So these sold for $23.99. Corduroy pants, $23.99. But if you find the thick corduroy that are vintage, they have a really thick waistband, and they're a thicker corduroy from Polo Ralph Lauren. Usually you can get 30 or more for those. The thinner Polo Ralph Lauren, you get a little less. The thicker are usually a little bit more vintage. So does Brooks Brothers sell well? Yes, it just depends on what it is. Blazers sell well. Not all, certain. Older ones I usually don't pick up. Gold buttons, Brooks Brothers blazers sell well. Anything with like a Loro Piana, fabric, stuff like that. But it just depends. So on these shipping videos, I'll ship Brooks Brothers sometimes, and I'll tell you about them. For things that don't sell, do you list in a super cheap, like $1, or do you just let it sit there? So Julian, I talked a little bit about that last night on live. It just depends. I'll drop the price, or if it just doesn't sell, I'll just start an auction at 99 cents and let it go for whatever. And if it sells for $1, whatever, it's positive feedback, hopefully, for you. But I don't want to just have it stagnant. It's not making me money. I have one question for you. How do I calculate how many listings I need to make $10,000 gross monthly? How many listings? Oh, there's a lot. That's a whole equation. It's like algebra. You probably have to do, how much you're selling stuff for. It could be one item, right? It could be a watch you're selling for $10,000. So I don't know how much your average sale is on those items. So that's a tough one. So I'm a disabled student, need an income to help pay bills while I'm attending school. How hard is it? It's not hard. It's super easy. And the good thing about this is you can start from nothing almost. And when I say nothing, I'll give you two examples. You can start with something in your house that you don't use anymore, multiple things, and sell them on eBay or sell them on wherever, and use that money to go buy items. And the ball just gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you have this many items, 1,200 items or whatever. And I have another 1,000 items in my storage unit all paid. So Yes, it's easy and anyone can do it. I believe that. You don't even have to go thrifting. So, for example, my second thing is in my link tree, I have a Whatnot coupon for $15 off. I literally bought a Taylor Swift shirt for, I think, $15 or less. And I got it, so basically for free. I got it to me, and you can resell that. So you can get on Whatnot and source. Actually, believe it or not, I won't get into details, but last night, really late, K-Way and I were talking on Whatnot, and we were watching some different shows. You can actually source from Whatnot if you go to the right places. So you didn't have to leave your house. So for how much? That Taylor Swift, I could sell it for more, but my wife stole it from me. In fact, she stole it from me, and she's going to the Taylor Swift like movie tonight or whatever. Here are some Barber pants. Look for this brand. They do well. Barber right here. Again, you have to pay the right price. These are new with tags. I paid $4.99 for them. Barber pants. They were an auto posture sale. They sold for $60.50. I don't sell for anything that's $60.50. That's how I know it's an auto posture sale. So these are going out in a padded flat rate envelope. So I do a lot of pants in these padded flat rates. A lot of pants in these. Do you sell men's suits? Alton, yes, I sell men's suits. They're my least favorite thing to list and take pictures of, but when they sell well. Like that blazer I just sold for $120 and I paid $7.99. So yeah, I sell men's suits. I pick them up when they're worth it, worth the time, worth the money. Could be one. Let's see, $27. So you'd have to put that math equation into your phone. 27 to get $10,000 gross minus shipping fees, because eBay a lot of times will put the shipping into that. So 10,000 divided by 27, and then the 30-day mark. It's like an algebra equation. Let's see. Next item, FootJoy. So someone said earlier, they sold a T-shirt. So here's a random old FootJoy that sold. So random FootJoy polo that sold. And I really don't like picking up FootJoys much anymore unless they have an all-over print or like a Titleist on the sleeve or a FootJoy FJ right here on the collar. But this sold for $16.82. That's an auto posture sale as well. And yeah, so there you go. It's getting to October, and a FootJoy sold. So you're welcome, Josh. I wish I could answer that more. 10,000 gross a month. I guess I'm doing more than that right now. Because I look at my 90 days and it's like 40,000. But again, I don't know if that also includes shipping. So, and that's gross. Again, that's not profit. So there we go. FootJoy, $16.82. Get out of my house. Because this thing, more than likely, I would have bet that it wouldn't sell until next spring and it would be sitting there. So now that gives me $16 to go, well, $15 to go and buy 3 more items. That FootJoy is $5, so I can buy 3 more items. Let's see. I bought a $6 jacket to start. Sold for $100. 8 months later, $2,000 a month in sales now. I'm pinning that. So for the people on YouTube and Facebook, someone bought a $6 jacket. I don't know how to pronounce your name or your tag, but bought a $6 jacket, sold for $100. 8 months later, with that money, $2,000 a month in sales now. $2,000 a month in sales, all from $6. So how many businesses out there can you start with that much money and build it like this? Usually it takes money to make money. With this business, it takes patience and knowledge. Patience and knowledge. Just so everyone knows, I've been door dashing a couple hours every full time. Okay, I'll let everyone do it. So yeah, door dashing and eBay full time. I mean, I quit teaching. I went to school to be a teacher, 4-year degree at Purdue University, and I don't teach anymore. So you don't have to have a degree to do this, that's for sure. Do you get a receipt for books from sourcing on Whatnot? So you do get a receipt on sourcing. You can put how much you paid for whatever you got on Whatnot, and then in your spreadsheet or whatever you have, and then whenever you sell it for, just like you were to thrift or go to a garage sale, just like going to a garage sale or something. Good morning, Groovy Grabs. I still have that FootJoy that I need to get to go. Yeah. You want to see FootJoy? Here. This is FootJoy polos. All of these are FootJoy polo. And you guys know this is how I do my inventory. And I know it looks crazy to people, but guess what? If that pink one sells that was striped, very easy to see it through my clear box. So that's how I get it. I pulled the pink one out, and that's how I do it. But these are all FootJoy. So FootJoy polos aren't doing the best. So you're not alone. You are not alone. Let's see. Just started. What app do you recommend? Vendoo or Autopatch, etc. So truly, those are two different. If you just started, I would probably get to know whatever platform you're selling on really, really well, and then move to a different platform. Also, so maybe eBay, then start selling on Poshmark or whatever. You don't need to get a cross-lister or Autopatcher until you have more items. Autopatcher isn't a relister. It's not a cross-lister. Vendoo and List Perfectly are. But if you're just starting, I would just focus on listing items and then get into those. Does your teaching certificate expire? It expires right before I left. I renewed it. You have to have a certain amount of professional development hours to renew it. So right before I left, I renewed it. And so it's good for another 5 years, 4 years now. But I don't plan to go back to teaching. And if I did, we're in such a shortage of teachers right now, they would hire me on the spot. They would just say, get your credits in 2 years. So I know teachers right now that don't even have degrees. They're teaching and going to college at the same time, getting their degrees. That's how big of a shortage we have with teachers. So here's a Polo 3XL big. It's a Polo long sleeve. So Polo long sleeve 3XLB sold it for $23.99. Regular sale. What's up, Jen? And let me see what this is going out in. It's going out in less than a pound, so ground advantage. So what's up, Ross? What brands do I look for? All these brands that I've been talking about. So what I would recommend is watch resellers or anyone that you like, K-Way or whoever, and look at what they're selling. Look at their store. You can go into my store and look at what I sold the last 90 days. I just sold something. And look at the last 90 days, and those are the items that I pick up. So that's what I would do. People are always like, do you have a list? Just look at my store. I could easily make a list, but that would take a lot of time, and that would change as styles change. And I don't really want to make money off of people on here. I'd rather not do that, so I don't want to make a list. I feel like as a teacher, I'm like, you got to go do your homework. Do your homework. But I'm not calling you out or anything. I'm just saying look up my sales on the last 90 days. Those are the things I sell. Polo Ralph Lauren is a really good brand I like to sell. Sells quick. Wouldn't want to be a teacher. You got to scream at kids and be firm. Steve, I don't think people understand how taxing teaching is on you. Mentally, physically, everything. I was a PE teacher. You're on all day long. And if you don't have your thumb on those kids from the very beginning of the year, you're going to be toast, especially in the inner city where I taught. So teaching is really tough. That's why everyone's leaving. You're getting paid nothing, and it's really hard, and they're asking more and more of you. A lot of jobs are that way this year. And there's no ladder to climb. You get maybe a 2% raise, maybe, and inflation is at like 4% right now. So you can't even keep up with inflation. You're actually losing money. You don't label your items in bins like K-Way? No, Megan. I don't. I actually have a video on it. I put my items in like bins. So that bin I pulled out just a minute ago, those were all FootJoy, right? So right here, these are all Under Armour solid polo shirts. So when I take pictures, I bring the stack down to my basement and put it in like bins. I have 80 bins. These right next to it are Under Armour stripes or patterns. So right next to each other, I have the solids and I have the patterns. So that's how I organize my system. It works well for me. So it just goes to show you there's multiple ways of keeping track. As long as you have a system, you don't want to lose items. So as long as you have a system that works, you don't lose items. You don't want to lose items. I'm on here much longer than what I thought it'd be. Oh, shoot. I didn't print off that label, I don't think. Unless that's it. Richard Bryan. Huh. I don't know what happened to that. So I sold this Disney. I need to print off the label. I was talking about this earlier. I don't think I was on YouTube, Facebook, maybe it was, but this Disney I bought at Burlington Coat Factory. It's a Spirit jersey, but it's button. It's really awkward, weird. I bought it months ago, and I thought I was sneaky because it was the only one they had around. But now I saw that like tons of people are picking these up, and they're all over eBay. So I priced it down to 20, which is what I think I paid for it. I don't remember. And it sold like that day. So I'm like, I've been sitting on this. I'd rather have that $20 going towards things I can sell quickly. So your work buddy Ethan is live. Oh, tell Ethan, ask him if we're working today. Go over there and ask Ethan if we're working today at 1. So I got a B+ in reselling. No, you don't. Arizona, you got an A. You got an A. You know what you're doing. So let's print this off. I'm not sure what this label right here is for because that was the last one I picked out. So I'll have to look at that label. Let's see what I just sold and we'll print it out. Ooh, this is a fun one, guys. All right. So I just sold this Orvis candy cane embroidered pants for $52.14, which is an auto posture sale. So check these out. Just sold these for $52.14. The weird and wacky sell. So we were just talking about corduroy pants on Facebook Marketplace. These just sold, and I have them right here. So those people who or whoever just asked my inventory system, this is why it works really well for me because I have everything. I know exactly where it is, and it's in like items. I just pulled this out of my bin that has like corduroy pants in it. So I can't make that up. So that's my inventory system. That's why it works well for me. This, look at these things. Candy canes. I mean, if this doesn't tell you Christmas is near, I mean, you're screaming Christmas. You want to wear these, you're screaming Christmas. So let's see. These are going to go out. Let's see. He said, end your live and come work. I'm going to work. I'll work after this. Tell him I'll work after this. I got to finish packing stuff up. He said, no, he's working from 9 to noon. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing auto posture for offers because I can't counter offer. Yeah, you can't counter offer. Auto posture's offers. Yep. Surf Stuff Bind. Ethan is live. Why is Surf shipping right now? I don't know. He did not tell me. Tell him he's a cheater. He's a cheater. Tell him he cheated on me. Let's see. We need to print this label out. Actually, we need to print 2 labels out. So that pair of pants sold right now for, like I said, $52.14. I paid $4.99 for those. So anytime I find all over embroidered pants, I don't care if they're Orvis, Polo Ralph Lauren, anything. Even there's another brand that sells them. I forget the name. They're like known for selling them. I will purchase them. Actually, I can't print it out because my USB is attached to my microphone. So I can't print that out right now. But I will. Let's see. Actually, I think I know what happened with the last one. Disney. Brian. Yep, there we go. So that's what's up with that Disney one. So this Disney sold for $20. It's going out flat rate envelope. But do you have Jinkos? I don't have any more Jinkos. Jinkos sell the second I list them. Unless I do an auction, they sell in 7 days. Jinkos don't sell. I don't list Jinkos at a buy it now price. I like to auction them off because I think it's fun to watch it. So how do you identify your item? How do you identify your item in a spreadsheet? So I don't use a spreadsheet for my items as far as like, and I told that in my video. So a lot of times people put like A14. So bin A number 14, they'll write that and then they'll write that in their spreadsheet and they'll know whatever. I don't do that. I don't have a spreadsheet for that. I'll just put this sale, since I do everything on eBay, I'll just put this sale into my spreadsheet. So all my sales are on eBay, so I don't have to go to different platforms or whatever. And all my cost of goods, I know these were $4.99. So I don't have that step with this process. I don't put it in my listing or anything. So this is going to Brian. All right. So tell Ethan I'll see him later. Do you source on Fridays or only ship? It just depends. Today I needed to list. So today I'm listing. Yesterday I did some sourcing retail arbitraging. and I made a video. So today I need a list. So hey, sir, does relist on with Autopush account as like listing every day for the algorithm? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So all right, guys. Well, we are gonna head off, and hopefully I'll be working with Ethan because I need to take pictures. So I'm gonna take pictures. If you guys want to go over Ethan Banks on TikTok, we'll be over there working if he lets me in. But he did cheat on me. I don't know if I want to get in. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you learn a lot. I was on a lot longer today than I thought I would be. So sorry for the long-winded video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.